focus. Ideate, innovate, enable.
Associate sponsor, Frederic Constant Geneve.
The last campus on Line 6, and I couldn't have wished for a better location. Hello and welcome to Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 6. I am Pooja Kamal. We are in the southernmost state of the country, Kerala. They call this God's own campus in God's own country. We are at undoubtedly the most beautiful IIM of the country, the very picturesque IIM Kozhikode. Founded in 1996 in collaboration with the state government, it's the fifth of the IIMs to be established. IIMK is one of the most sought-after B schools in the country and boasts a stellar placement record year on year. However, the institute's record at IIM is not all that favourable. In Season 1, the team from IIMK stood 5th. In Season 2, they came a close second for the challenge set by the Olympic Gold Quest. The team stood 7th in Season 3 and fell further down in the chart by coming 11th in Season 4. Last year, however, the team gained a few grounds and were placed 7th at the end of the season. Will IIMK strike gold this year? Let's wait and watch. The gems and jewellery sector over the last decade has been a major contributor to the country's FEEs, foreign exchange earnings contributing to over $30,000 in 2030 alone. While the domestic market has also made a substantial earning, over 2.5 lakh crore rupees, it does have a potential to touch 5 lakh crore rupees by 2018. The case study representing the illustrious gems and jewellery sector is from one of India's leading e-commerce companies and also one of the most visible brands online since its inception in 2008, CaratLane. CaratLane.com is one of India's first and largest diamond portals, offering a wide range of solitaire-based jewellery, solitaire diamonds, ready-made diamonds and gold and engraved jewellery. The challenge for our teams is to help the brand identify the key drivers for shopping jewellery online, create specific product and service offerings to the target segments, and prepare a marketing plan with communication and media strategy, including metrics to measure success. Our top two teams from IIM Kozhikode are here and they're ready to take on their challenge. We've got team
Mu Sigma Kappa.
Wow, the challenge was supposed to be for you, not for me. Mu Sigma Kappa. Okay, why such a tough name?
Just after our names, Mayank, Sushnato and Keshav.
Okay, that's interesting. And team Hullabaloo. Interesting name. Would you like to say anything about that?
Just a wordplay. It was just a wordplay on HUL and here. So.
Okay, nice. All right. So, are you all ready for the challenge? As you all know, the case study comes from CaratLane.com, which is synonymous with its exquisite jewellery for making women look absolutely gorgeous, right? So we thought, why leave the men out? Now what you have to do is, you'll be given 40 minutes to look absolutely amazing and come back. You can use anything for this, but the main component has to be makeup. And whatever else you'd like to use, but the one at the end of 40 minutes that we think looks the best wins this challenge. Does that sound like fun?
Yeah.
What about you, the only male member in this team?
Fun for them, yes. I don't know what the end result will be for me.
Okay, we are very excited to see what the end result is going to be. So, get whatever makeup you can get your hands on in the campus. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay.
are done with their challenge and they're here, and wow, seriously guys, it's amazing. On campus, for you to be able to arrange all these things and come up so quickly with such get-ups is very commendable. So for obvious reasons, it's been a very tough decision for us to make. But anyway, let's talk about the positives before deciding a winner. You guys have done very well to, I think, come up with so many accessories, makeup, the pagdi cape, everything put together. Excellent. And you guys, the way you're carrying the attire, firstly, I think there are definitely points for that. You all were very much on time. Very nice group effort by everyone. And I think it really needs a lot of courage to come on national television like this. So, the final call is Hullabaloo is the winner. Congratulations, guys. Would you like to say a, thank you speech?
Oh my God, I watched this award for so many years. It's my dream come true. Thank you so much.
Okay, what you get as a part of this reward is you get to decide who's presenting first in front of the jury. Do you want to take a minute and come up with that?
I think we'll go second.
You'll go second tomorrow?
Yeah.
Alright, all the best to you too. With that, it's time for a short break. On the other side, we'll see Team Mu Sigma Kappa make their presentation first in front of the jury tomorrow. You're watching the IIM Kozhikode campus round on Line 6. Stay tuned.
Associate sponsor, Frederic Constant Geneve.
Welcome back. You're watching the campus round at Line 6 from the beautiful grounds of IIM Kozhikode. Before our two teams present their solutions to the case study by CarrotLane.com, it's time to meet our judges for the day. We have Anant Rangaswamy from CNBC TV 18, Calvin John, Vice President for Offline Marketing from CarrotLane.com, Jofi Thomas Dean, Student Affairs from IIM Kozhikode, and finally, Amlan Mukherjee, General Manager for Out of Home and Modern Foods from Hindustan Unilever. Our first team to present today is Team Mu Sigma Kappa. Welcome to the show, guys. You know the rules. You have 3 minutes to present. When that's done, we'll sound the buzzer. You have to stop. And that is followed with the very dreaded question and answer session with the jury. Are you ready for that? Great. Your time starts now.
I'll give you the story of converting 35 plus aged women into CarrotLane solitaire customers and reach an overall sales of 300 crore this year. So we began our journey by talking to our TG and marketing VPs of Tanishq and Malabar for more than 36 hours. We then worked our TG into 4 broad sub-segments on the basis of working status, income and buying behavior. All our target segments exhibited mostly common behavior like seeking high variety before diamond purchase, being brand and design conscious, using Facebook and WhatsApp for an average of 2 hours daily. So our very first motto in the journey was to get our TG on board CarrotLane.com. We were briefly bumped by barriers to online purchase for our TG. Some major barriers were lack of brand identity of CarrotLane and therefore trust deficit, unavailability of look and feel option, return policy issues, and not aware of try-at-home facility of CarrotLane. Hence, to counter the barriers, we propose a 3-step solution to educate and acquire our TG. Step 1, building a brand trust by showing videos of certification, easy exchanges, customer reviews, and the making of a diamond inside CarrotLane. Step 2 is building a brand association of CarrotLane to online jewelry purchase via brand ambassador through campaigns. And step 3, building brand recognition and recall by advertising through Facebook, TV, print, offline campaigns, and installing augmented reality interactive displays called CarrotLane Digital Diamond Palettes at over 100 retail touchpoints like airports, hotels, clubs, etc. After building brand trust and salience, we moved to establish a brand meaning and response for our TG. So we believe to exist to make your jewelry purchase a convenient luxury. We are at parity with offline brands in terms of quality, trust and services, but we recommend to stand distinct on 3 core value propositions for our TG. 1, customization, empowering our customers to become prosumers, as 80% of our interviews said they like to design their own jewelry. 2nd, try at home, evoking trust, credibility and a whole new experience of jewelry shopping online for the ever busy and ever idle TG customers. And finally, shop on the move, riding on augmented reality to move closer to our TG through CarrotLane's digital palette. Our additional value elements would include value for money, unmatched variety, and single-click assistance anytime. To sum up, we brand ourselves the jeweler at your home. Next, we recommend to build brand relationships through a series of measures. 1, weekly rate the solitaire contest on FB, use of CRM and analytics for personalized messages and discounts, referral marketing to declare CarrotLane's Diamond Diva, and building interactive ads for PDS. So now let's rewind to the customer acquisition part. We have recommended 2 advertisements based on the consumer insights aligned to our brand propositions and for our TG. We also recommend to run two-phase offline campaigns for customer activation and engagement. The first one is Design with Manish Malhotra campaign. Since 90% of our interviewees are design savvy and they connect with Manish as a stylish designer and would love to showcase their design in one of his fashion shows. Second is CaratLand's Diamond Kitty Party campaign to exploit the word of mouth, which is the biggest purchase influence and will have a big trickle-down effect. On the metrics front, we shall have a total of 43 lakh exposure through various communication channels to cover a target of 4,000 customers needed to meet the expected revenue of FY15.
I'm curious, where did you get this connect between 90% of the target audience and an affinity with Manish Malhotra? Well, I don't buy that.
We actually went back after an exploratory research for a post-confirmatory research with our target audience.
How many people?
Okay, so it's a total of 60 people, 60 odd people for more than 36 hours. Of interview, very in-depth interviews.
And that gave you to believe that Manish Malhotra has affinity to 90% of his target audience. Is that right?
So the 45 plus above age group, most of them we talked to, they said that they very much relate to the Manish Malhotra, as they know him as a very, a stylish person and all of the characteristics that we mentioned.
Tell me one thing. If the top of my funnel, where I'm trying to acquire more and more women at 35 is the concern area or the problem area, and as you rightly stated that there is probably an issue with awareness, there's probably a concern on the trust part of it, because they're a fairly new brand in the market and stuff. So how is Manish Malhotra, how is Kitty Party is going to address that?
Okay, I think as far as trust is concerned, Manish Malhotra is not the right game. For trust, we are doing other things like try at home services, which actually will evoke a new set of trust. But Manish Malhotra is actually to build a brand association with CaratLane to online jewelry purchase. And Manish's personality matches that of CaratLane's personality very, very much. So when we went and asked our customers in a confirmatory research, what are words comes to your mind when you describe Manish Malhotra? So words like design, stylish, women, trendy, fashion, they all relate to our brand kind of elements, our brand proposition, CaratLane's. And therefore we thought Manish would be actually an ideal brand ambassador for us to connect the 35 plus women segment.
Tell me, there are in any of those sites, there are X number of visitors who visit that site, and then the conversion rate is and from the case study, the conversion rate is not very high. I haven't seen in the entire study that the customers or the consumers who are in any case coming to the site, experiencing the site, how will you convert them as your buyer?
All the retainment strategies that we mentioned, that is social media marketing, referral marketing campaigns, right? So you try to get customers first on the website. Now the digipalettes that we mentioned and all of this, and there's actually sales rep who will help customer navigate on the digipalettes. So what it will help is when there's actually someone educating you that how do you browse website, so automatically the conversion rate increases. Then again the marketing plans that we mentioned, that is CaratLane, Diamond, Kitty Party campaigns and apps, right? So these will increase the customer interaction based on website from the apps. And moreover, we also mentioned the augmented reality. There's the 3D view, natural solitaires, which will actually increase, the conversion on the website.
Why do you think the conversion rate is what it is today? What is the barrier?
So I think we got to convey to the customers who visit my site and not purchasing our core value propositions that we have in terms of customization, in terms of trying at home, and in terms of shopping on the move. So I think the site CaratLane has evolved over the time in terms of site design, structure, style, everything, in terms of landing page and all. So we got to make it a little more attractive and clearly convey the value propositions that we stand upon to these customers so that we can actually convert them.
Like if the gap is there, the reason of not conversion, maybe one of the gap is that they might not know our value proposition. So if we convey out the three pillars of our value proposition, that is customization, try at home and shop on move, through the different medias, not only through the online campaigns or through the Manish Malhotra, we are doing also through the this augmented reality. The displays are there, and that displays we are choosing not only at some few locations. The locations are chosen very strategically, like the 5-star hotels, airports, where those customers generally go and they have time. We from our primary insight, it revealed that they will be willing to use when they visit like restaurants or the airports or some high-end clubs or designer stores. So those all motivated us, and the three core value proposition, if we convey rightly, the gap is there. If we convey it rightly, then there will be a definite conversion.
Thank you, jury. Thank you, team. With that, it's time for a short break. On the other side, we'll see Team Hullabaloo present their solution to the case study by CarrotLane.com. You're watching the IIM Kozhikode Campus Round on Line 6. Stay tuned.
Associate sponsor, Frederic Constant Geneve.
Welcome back. You're watching the Campus Round from IIM Kozhikode from God's own country, Kerala. It's now time for Team Hullabaloo to make their presentation. Team, are you ready? Great. 3 minutes is all you've got. Give it your best. Ready? All the best. Your time starts now.
From interviews with customers, store managers and salesmen, we identified 3 key drivers for online jewelry shopping. Local outlets have limited Western designs. There is more choice online and lack of time to browse stores, especially for working women. However, the online segment is still only 0.1% of the total organized jewelry market due to low conversion rates and fewer orders from customers aged above 35. We found the 35-plus aged customers unwilling to buy jewelry online. Also, secondary research confirms that this age group is only 18% of all internet shoppers in India, whereas 50% of Indian shoppers are aged 26 to 35. Our most startling insight was that within this age group, pregnant women and young mothers were the most active internet shoppers due to pregnancy limitations and hassles of going out with small children. They buy everything online, from household necessities like groceries, medicines and clothing, to children's books, diapers, toys, etc. Thus, instead of targeting a group with deep-set habits, we recommend transitioning by targeting a younger and more malleable segment and turning them into loyal customers who will continue to buy from CarrotLane as they age past 35. So, in addition to the existing campaigns, our marketing task is: get pregnant women and young mothers aged 27 to 32 to buy from CarrotLane by activating the following 2 triggers. 1. Traditional baby jewelry isn't easily available and must be customized from local jewelers. We thus propose including traditional must-haves like kadas and payals. 2. Most women experience a need to feel beautiful during and after pregnancy due to negative body image, low self-esteem and postpartum depression. Therefore, reposition an assortment of small pendants and studs into a new collection called I Am Beautiful as feel-good jewelry. We suggest 4 main channels for promotion: online advertisements on Flipkart's maternity section and on babyoi.com, and on sites like CryoSave and LifeCell, popular for umbilical cord storage, a recent fad among the upper middle class. Posts on parenting forums such as Indian Moms Connect and Baby Center, interactive viral campaigns like #IamBeautiful, and print ads in leading newspapers and parenting magazines. An example we designed is on the screen. An additional benefit of this focus campaign is that mothers who buy once will be more willing to buy from the regular women's product range once they start working again. For the conversion rate problem, site visitors voiced 2 major concerns. 1. CarrotLane's ring measurement method is intimidating for first-timers. Also, there is no measurement method for bangles. We recommend adding instructions for a paper test and a size to circumference correlation chart. 2. For most women, jewelry shopping is a high-involvement hedonic experience. CarrotLane can become more immersive by adding videos showing 360-degree views and models wearing the product. Several international e-retailers noted increased sales and lesser returns by adding videos. Finally, an estimate of additional revenue per month comes to 11 crores.
One point that I wanted to make is that, while you mentioned that only 18% of women above 35 are online and stuff like that, but I think if you look at the disposable income that these guys have or these women have, I mean, it is probably, for us, probably, 80% coming from there, because, values are extremely high that they end up spending whenever they come. And I think that definitely needs some addressing.
Our recommendation, the rationale behind this was this segment, pregnant women between the age of 27 to 32 or a little older, 33, 34, are the most likely to start buying for the first time because there's so much free time on their hands and because they buy everything online during this phase. So rather than getting 35-year-olds getting for the first time, which is really difficult, they don't really spend too much time on the internet. We thought.
So I have a question. Why do you think that women below 35 don't have the need to look good and probably suffer from same issues like low self-esteem, etc., etc.? And why is it only that pregnant women feel that? Because finally, we are all working in an environment where where everyone needs to look good and feel good about themselves.
This is an additional campaign apart from the existing CaratLane campaigns of It's a Good Time to Be a Woman, which addresses all women, and another one is the solitaire segment, which targets the man buying the engagement ring for the woman. So apart from that, this is a third campaign that we proposed, because we thought that one segment that could be targeted, easy segment that could be targeted, wasn't being targeted.
And also we found that pregnant women are very active online during their pregnancy. Even the websites that we've suggested, for instance, BabyOI and BabyCenter.in, they have almost like 4 to 8 crores unique visitors every year, respectively. So there's a huge community that goes online during this period that we want to tap into.
I would also like to know, which one would you give a priority? Is it about conversion, or is it about getting more visitors? And consider you are targeting X sales in the next 1 year. How much would come from, say, increasing number of visitors? And how much would, say, come from conversions?
Okay, so as for the question, which is more important, whether we should focus on conversion rates or more visitors, we think conversion rates, because CaratLane already has 350k unique visitors. So there's no problem in getting visitors to the site. The more important problem is converting them. Also, once they come, we figured out that the repeat purchase rates are 35%, which is quite high. So converting them the first time is key.
Is the challenge.
In the long run, we can look at adding more customer segments, which would be increasing the number of visitors. Also, in terms of drivers,
is there a calculation saying, this much would come from increasing the conversion? So conversion rate being, say, 20%, if you increase it to 40, what would be the kind of sales that you would get?
So right now the conversion rate is 0.6%. Just a simple, just a minor jump from 0.6 to 1.2% will double revenue. So that's in terms of figures, that's a huge opportunity.
So you have narrowed your TG. In this approach, you have said that the route which you are taking is that pregnant women. So you have to build an association. What will be the cost of association, and hence, what will be the size of pie? And the related question is that, have you ever considered what will be the effect of the rest of the consumers when you are kind of narrowing your TG and projecting the pregnant woman as your almost kind of a representative of your brand? What will be the effect on the rest of the TG?
So as for the question as to how it will affect the rest of your customers, our campaign is a very focused campaign. So we are not saying that you have TVCs showing targeting pregnant women. We are saying only advertise in parenting forums, only advertise on, say, the maternity section of Flipkart or BabyOI.com, and this in itself has a very wide reach according to our calculations. So what we're saying is only reach out through this campaign in itself, only reach out to your target audience. So
you are saying that you want to run a campaign which is so focused that you don't see a risk of others seeing your campaign and getting. Is it practically possible?
In the larger sense, no. We've suggested running print ads in newspapers and magazines.
That's what you
said. Yeah, but magazines also, we mean parenting magazines, not.
So we don't think this will have a negative effect, because we are not seeking to reposition the brand at all. Since the two campaigns now target to working women and men seeking to get engaged, we are adding this in addition to the thing. So probably the message would be that CaratLane is with you during all phases of your life, has solutions to make you look good when you're working, when you're pregnant, for men when you're about to propose. We feel that it will add on to the other phases and make CaratLane seem the one-stop shop.
The winner today wins themselves a cash prize of 50,000 rupees, a fast-track route to the pre-placement interview round at HUL, Gioni Mobiles and Lime Hampers. Any guesses on who is winning all these things today? The answer is Holabaloo. Congratulations, guys. With that, it's a wrap on this episode of Live. Join us next week as we move to our Mumbai studios for the wildcard round. 9 teams will vie for 3 spots at the semi-finals. Until then, from the entire team, many thanks for watching.
Associate sponsor, Frederic Constant Geneve.
Focus. Ideate, innovate, enable.